Hi guys, welcome back to the Chanda Wealth channel, and today we're looking at Crash 1000, but more specifically, we're looking at strategic ways of making entries when you know it's going to spike, right? And how to place your trades is quite important. So there are a few tricks. You can start small and then build up to bigger lot sizes, so that when it spikes, the one closest to the current spike zone gets the most out of it. So I've layered the first one, which is 0.10. So we're going to do the next one, which would be, let's say, 15, then we do a 20, right? So in that way, my zone of interest for the next spike has to be somewhere there, right? Somewhere there from the current, you know, there, right? So we'll keep it there. So when price reaches the white line, where the current white line is, we'll place a 15. I'm not sure if my current balance will hold, but that's the point. It should allow us to at least place two trades in total. So we can do another 10, or if not, we'll do a 15. So how do you do a 15? It's simple. You go to that, you change that into, it has to be a 35, right? I don't know if it will work or not, but that's the method. Then you say sell. It has entered. And then now what you do is, now that's a 0.35. You now go back to the trade while it's still small. You say close. You go there, then you change that 35 to 20. And then you say close, right? So it has partially closed the trade. Now it has left you at 0.15. So you see 10, 15, 20. So the last one is just going to be a normal entry close to that white, sorry, close to this triangle that we placed. So in this way, as explained, we're building up a bigger lot size towards the spike zone, so that when it spikes, we get the most benefit from our entries than it just being the least. So that's 20, 20, 20. So here we're using a trick of changing the smallest lot size, which is supposed to be 0.20. Let me write it down. The smallest lot size for crash is 0.20, right? But then you trick it by opening a 0.3, and then you close it. You change this number when you say close position to 20, so that it now it's a subtraction, so that you now have a 10, right? That's right. So like here, we still have to wait a bit longer, but I don't think it's going to allow us to make an entry, because I sort of figured that with crash, you need the minimum balance for an entry, which is $3, right? So for every entry, you need a $3 to be. So that is 6, right? We are 8. So that won't allow. We needed at least $10 for it to work, right? So now we have, but let's just try it. Let's just try and see if it's going to work, right? Let's see if we can do the minimum size. Oh, there, it worked. So that's fine. So now that we have 10, 15, 20, we now wait for it to spike. And then we're going to see that it's beneficial when you stack them up this way, as opposed to doing 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. You won't gain any favor as much, even though someone might say no. But when it spikes, you get more money. Yes, but at the same time, remember it's about management of the funds, not just the money that is coming in. So you have to risk low towards, so that if it prolongs the the period of it spiking, you're still fine. So we're now going to pause the video and wait for it to spike. Okay, so now that it has spiked, you see it didn't even go to that level, but that's what we wanted. So now when you go back to our chart and see, this is the result, right? So you see how it has built up. So we can close from the smallest going to the biggest. And again, this allows us to, in case a second spike does happen, you're able to benefit more from your bigger lot size than it was with a small lot size. So that's the case. And then remember, a spike is beneficial. Sometimes if we want to go long term and we're not comfortable yet being there, don't trade long trends, because most of the times price goes back all the way to what you'd have gained, and then you end up being in a loss. So just trade small lot sizes and you keep going. That's how it works. Thank you.